from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch and towing the slab, Carlos Rodon.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Number 26.
And now Jarren Duran. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris. That one finds the zone, and that's how this game gets started. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Now it's Devers at the plate. That one's upstairs, ball 1. One down, base is empty.
Ball. 2-0.
Pitch misses, and now 3-0. And that's in there at the knees. 1 out, base is empty. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Two down, base is empty. Rob Refsnyder up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Two down, nobody on. Battling here as he fouls it away. That misses, and that's ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the first.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And we're back. And getting to start, Hunter Dobbins. What do we have on him?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Hard hit left side. Throw over to Toro. One up, one down. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. They've had a great year offensively, as good an offensive team as you will find.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Aaron Judge, the next cross the diamond, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Fastball for a strike. And a count 1 and 2. And that skips in the dirt. Still 2 and 2 after the foul ball. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Two outs. And Belly goes down on strikes. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. We played an inning, no score. New inning getting started. Here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. Rodon back to work. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
That is it. The designated hitter, Romy.
So digging in, Romy Gonzalez. And that is out of play. Narvaez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that one got a piece of him.
I got him. Take your base.
Batting 6.
Abraham Toro, the next to hit. He's been a great free agent sign. That's in there. Strike 1. First and second, no outs. Here at the top of the second. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Big RBI for him right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's Trevor Story.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 strike.
No outs, runners at first and second. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
That's a ball.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Now one miss.
2-2.
Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised? To second, there's one. Over to LeMay here. 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Cedar Rafaela digs in now. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Rodon fires.
That's a ball.
And another ball.
3-0.
Christian Campbell waiting to bat for the Red Sox. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Ball 4. Take your base.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
And with 2 down, the Red Sox. The early lead. Campbell will hit next. Swing and a ground ball, and that chance handled. Slings to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. DJ LeMahieu to start things off. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And there's 1 down.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Jazz
Chisholm Jr. now. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has average speed, but he does. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
And that's outside of this ball 4, and he's on base. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
The left fielder.
And now it's going to be Jason Dominguez. Popped up left side. Devers settles under it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe now at the plate.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that's in for a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
And a foul ball.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Going to count 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
got him swinging. One left for the Yankees, and it remains 1-0. Back in the Bronx, now batting Jarren Duran. Fastball for a strike. Strike 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And there's a base hit to left. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. His first at bat was a strikeout. And Devers hits that one. Bellinger sizing it up. He's got it. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Yeah, the batter now, Rob Refsnyder. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Duran, the runner at second with one away. Pickoff throw, and he's back in safely. And the 0-1. And there's a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
One down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Narvaez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Foul ball there. Narvaez measures 6 feet even, 190 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Late with the swing there.
No ball. He's straight.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Now it's the DH, Romy Gonzalez. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Way inside. One run across in the frame so far. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's a laser base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And here's the first baseman, Abraham Toro. Smoked into left, base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. But it's offline. It's 3-zip.
Picks himself up at RBI. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Here's Trevor Story now. He hit into a double play his first time up. Breaking ball misses down and away.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Movement in the Yankees pen. Will Warren getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Rodon sets and deals. Rips one to right, and that's just foul. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors, and a couple left on. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Yankees nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. There's the strike. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
One down, base is empty. That's off the mark, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He swings and fouls one off. That missed by a lot, and it's 2-2. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
Right-hander kicks, deals, and now 2-0.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Just missed. Peraza leads off first with 1 away. Swung on, belted. On its way. It's a bomb. His 13th home run of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-2. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. He was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Judge stands in now and watches strike one.
Judge enjoyed success at the major league level right away. He hit 52 home runs as a rookie, breaking Mark McGwire's record, and became the first Yankee to win Rookie of the Year since some guy named Derek Jeter.
The next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Judge working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one just misses.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Ref Snyder on the move. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Bellinger up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time.
That's the ball.
2 outs, base is empty. That's towards center. Rafaela under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Start of the fourth. Here's the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That's in there. It's 0-1.
He's so solid. Calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll circle the bases. His 7th home run of the season. And they boost their lead. It's 4-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
And stepping in for Boston, Christian Campbell. Right through there for a strike. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Outside low. Now 1-2.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Now batting. Left
digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jarren Duran. 1 for 2. Fouled off left side. Red Sox by 2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Rafael Devers up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Just missed. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 4-2. Back after this on the show. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
now, DJ LeMahieu.
The first baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
And there's a ball.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And that one a little below the knees, and now 3-0. And that's in for a strike.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
In the air to left center. Durant racing over to make the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Chisholm in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one ripped. And that's a foul ball. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Jason.
And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. First time up was a pop out. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Just missed. Red Sox leading it by 2. Late swing fouled off. Here's a 1-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in, and they trail by 1.
What an aggressive secondary lead. That ball was smoked to left. To be able to score from second. Not only great speed, but great instinct as well. Runner at first with 2 away.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That's in there. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Rafaela makes the play, and the inning is over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Ready now for the fifth inning. And now the right fielder, Rob Refsnyder.
Rob Refsnyder.
Rodon back to work. Called strike right there.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Next pitch is outside. Way out front for strike 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And a swing and a miss. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Carlos Narvaez. And that's in there for strike 1. Rodon ready. Here comes. Fought off foul. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Line to left. And that gets down for a base hit.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter, Romy.
Man at first with 1 gone.
Gonzalez.
Romy Gonzalez. Up next for the Red Sox. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues.
Now batting.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
And next for the Red Sox, Abraham Toro. This to third. Tosses to first. Third out. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Back for more from the Bronx. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. And that skips in the dirt. And downstairs.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Pitch is in for a strike, and a count 2-1.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground to third. Zips it across, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ben Rice.
Next is the designated hitter, Ben Rice. He's already homered here in this one. Up and in, and that is ball one. Swing and a ball hammered right field, going back on its way. Gone. He dunks it off the foul pole. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and this game is tied. It's 4-4.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Aaron Judge at the plate. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And here comes Bellinger. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Two down, bases empty, but one run across. Last half of inning number 5. He swings and crushes one. Deep on its way. Way back there. Gone. It's a belly ball. A massive home run. It's their second home run of the inning, and they've rallied from 3 back. It's 5-4. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Hunter Dobbins will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Brennan Bernardino.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. There's a strike. Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Narvaez gathers, throws to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 5-4 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back now in the Bronx. Here's Story now. And that drops in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Mark Leiter Jr. getting ready to go. Hamilton warming up as well. Here comes the 0-1. just missed. The changeup missing, and it's 2-1. And that one missing low. Cedar Rafaela in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound.
Now pitching for
Fernando
the Yankees,
Cruz comes on now.
number 63.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Cedar Rafaela getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Swing and a foul out of play.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And that is downstairs. And 1-1.
One strike.
And a swing and a miss.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
The next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Now that.
Here's the second baseman, Christian Campbell.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
There's a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. And delivers outside.
One ball.
With the tying run on at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Now that.
So 2 down now, and here is Jaron Duran.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Throw over to first. Story back into the dive. In for a strike. 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Two outs. And that one's a little bit low. And the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Yankees 5 and the Red Sox 4. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Jazz Chisholm Jr. There's a strike. Bernardino. In his second season, he features a sinker, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Dominguez up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. That's to third. Devers fires over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Batter number 11, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Just missed.
1-0.
And that's in there at the knees. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That misses. Now 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Headed towards the corner. Ref Snyder on the move towards foul ground. Can't get there. This one lands foul. 2 down, nobody on. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And that one ripped to left, and foul ball. Next one misses, and it's a full count.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
When you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
So a man at first. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1. In the dirt. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. The Yanks lead 1. They lead at 5-4.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Hill.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Here's Rafael Devers, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout.
Devers.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. In plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Rob Refsnyder digs in now. And that one hammered back there. And it hits the fence. Now he'll turn for second as the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Wastes no time there.
Now
just
batting,
missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Hit in the air, center field. Bellinger gets there. He's under it. Makes the grab for the second out. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tim Hill is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
A new
the
arm
New
into
York
the game,
Yankees,
the righty, Mark Leiter
number
Jr.
56.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Romy
Now
Gonzalez,
batting,
the next to hit.
hitter, Romy.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Ball 1.
In the dirt,
1 and
blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. So the tying run at second. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and it stays fair. The run scores from second. It's an RBI single, a big 2-out hit, and the game is tied.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that: blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock, and those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Toro in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
0-1 down. Toro checks his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Pickoff move to first. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Bellinger settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. All even at 5 apiece. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Greg Weisser.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza.
The second baseman, Oswald Peraza.
There's a strike. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Justin Wilson, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Whitlock, the right-hander, also getting loose. Just missed.
That's the ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And strike 2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
And next is the designated hitter, Ben Rice. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
That one misses, and that's ball 1. One down, base is empty. Sliced hard but foul. Fights it off. He'll see another. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. And down on strikes he goes. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
The right fielder, number 99.
It's Aaron Judge now. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Ball 1 there.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
That one fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
on the ground, but that rolls foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
1-2 now. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And that's the third out. Ready to begin the eighth. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Leiter back to work. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Devin Williams, the closer, is getting loose. Loaisiga getting loose as well. Next offering is down low. Late swing, fouled off. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
And now the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out.
That's a ball.
Line and a base hit into right. The go-ahead run moves up to third. He's held there with nobody out.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Mark Leiter Jr. out of the game, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Ian Hamilton.
Number 71.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Now it's the second baseman, Christian Campbell.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
That misses the zone. Ball one.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike one. With the go-ahead run at third, and we're in the top of the eighth. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Bellinger settles underneath it, drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. They lead it in the eighth.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at-bat. Got the job done.
Duran.
So up next, Jarren Duran.
Well, these type of finishes go a long way for a team. They still have to win the game, but it'll mean a lot if they close it out.
There goes the runner. Tap foul at the plate. Hit on the ground might be 2. To second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now batting, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Devers now 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. Now move to first. Durant back in on a dive. And that one misses up and in. 1-0.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
1 strike.
2 outs. And now 2 balls and a strike. Runner on the go. Pitches low. Safe at second, and that was not close. He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 30, Rob Refsnyder.
First and second, 2 outs. Rob Refsnyder up next for the Red Sox.
One ball.
In the dirt. Throws, save, and both runners move up on the wild pitch.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Squirts away a little bit.
1-1.
Well done behind the dish. Two on, 2 outs. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Judge getting an angle on it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Yankees 5. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Justin Wilson.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Wilson.
Here's Cody Bellinger.
For the Yankees.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Aroldis Chapman up and loosening in the pen. In for a strike. And the count 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now a check swing, but he held up.
Nice job to keep the hands back on that one. Out in front just a little bit.
That's down and in.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
DJ LeMahieu in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. The other way, down the line, and it's foul. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him. And a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th.
Well, big strikeout right there, and
Now
maybe a little
back,
controversial
first
with the
baseman,
call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. On the ground to short. A dive. He's got it to first. And he gets him. Nicely done.
So many people fail to realize just how great defensively Trevor Story is, as you see on the dive right there. And I think part of it because he played on the same side of the infield as the great Nolan Arenado.
Here's the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Trying to hold a one-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch misses outside, and the count even 1-1. That one missed. Left field. Duran makes the play, and it's out number 3.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jonathan Loaisiga.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So, almost ready to get underway, and today's starting pitcher, Carlos Rodon.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
All right, ready to go here. And now, Jarren Duran. And that's outside. And we are underway.
First pitch, 7-11.
That one finds the corner. And now it's even 1-1.
Two and one.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and he's out, trying for 2. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. That one not close. And that is ball 1. Rodon, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. One down, base is empty. Up and in. Yeah, that's ball 2.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
So Devers will take his base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So a man aboard. So stepping in for Boston, Rob Refsnyder. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Line drive, caught. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Sox 0, Yanks coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, and towing the slab in this one, Hunter Dobbins. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season, and when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allowed to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Bottom of the first, and now the DH, Ben Rice. Ball 1, no strikes. And that's through there for a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Left-hand batter waits. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering down low and in the dirt. Ripped on the ground to second. Over to first. One up, one down. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with the runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Aaron Judge, batting with one down, takes a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Curve in the dirt. And ball 4, and Judge takes his walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Man at first, Judge on the run. Late swing, foul to the left. Judge stands at first with 1 out. Good job to fight that one off.
Come on, Cody.
In the air, right side. Refsnyder on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. Just missed. That one lifted to left. Duran. And the inning is over. One left for the Yankees. Scoreless after one. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. Rodon back to work. And that is out of play. Rodon ready. Here comes. And now the count is even. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Next offering upstairs. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Romy Gonzalez up next for the Red Sox. Swings through that one. 0-1.
No ball. One strike.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now, Abraham Toro. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Second inning here, no score. And now 1-2. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Judge hauls it in to end the inning. So they make short work of him there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Bottom of the second.
Leading
now
up
the third
for the
baseman,
Yankees,
Jazz Chisholm
third
Jr.
baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And he deals. And that misses.
That's
and that's ball 1.
One ball. No strike.
Just missed. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Here comes the 0-1. That one drifts inside. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's the ball. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if he can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Pickoff move to second, and he's back in there. Runner at second, nobody out. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with one away.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
And that one off the outside edge. Chisholm stands at third with one gone in the inning. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Outside low. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1. No, that's a ball.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
Now here is Austin Wells. That's a strike. 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Runners are at the corners. 1 away. And there's a ball.
1 strike.
And that's a little bit high. And it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 1 out. This one belted deep left field. On its way. Gone. He rocketed that one out of here. His second home run of the series. The Yankees score first. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
1 down. And next for New York, Oswald Peraza. That one's in there, 0-1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Just misses with that one.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Base knock center field. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you
Now
can win the
batting,
at-bat
the
after
designated
being
hitter.
down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Man at first, 1 away. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout.
Number 99.
No, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Here is Aaron Judge. He reached on a walk his first time. That's through there for a strike. Two outs. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
No ball. 2 strike.
And that's in the
1-2.
dirt. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Yankees with a 3-run shot. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back in New York,
Leading
top
off for
half
the
of
Red
the third
Sox,
inning.
the
Here's
shortstop,
Trevor Story.
Story.
Story, in his 10th season, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011. Just off the outside edge, ball 1. All right, so Monument Park out there in center field at Yankee Stadium. Have you gotten a chance to check that out?
Boog, I have seen it more after my playing career than I did as a player, but as a broadcaster, many times entering and exiting through the center field fence, particularly in the playoffs, get a chance to take a glimpse over, and I got to say, you do get some goosebumps.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Toss to LeMahieu. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Batting 8, the center fielder, number 3.
Cedar Rafaela will hit next. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. And ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field.
Batting 9.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Christian Campbell up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Rafaela leads off first with 1 away. Strike 2.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Line drive. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Goes to second for 1.
Well, I really like this right here. He knocked the ball down on that dive and then was able to pick it up, get it to second base, cut that lead runner off, and that's keeping a guy out of scoring position.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jarren Duran now at the plate. Liner, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And here is Devers. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Comebacker to the mound. To first. And that'll do it. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Yankees 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Back here in New York, here's Cody Bellinger.
For the Yankees, the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
First pitch just misses.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name.
He swings and crushes one. Deep on its way. Way back there. Gone. It's a belly ball. A solo shot. Home run number 10 on the year. And they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Oh, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
And a strike there to LeMahieu.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
This one in the air, center field. Rafaela under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. A single and a run scored and a walk. That one pushed foul. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swings through that. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
The left fielder, number 24.
2 outs, base is empty. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Flied to right his first time. On the ground, and that one handled. Tosses to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. As we go to the top of the 4th, and stepping in for Boston, Rob Refsnyder.
Rob Refsnyder.
That one's in there. It's 0-1.
You know, these Red Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And they'll do it again. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. And that one in the air center field. Bellinger drifts towards it. Makes the grab, one away.
Up next for the Red Sox, the catcher, Carlos.
So here's
Narvaez.
Boston's cleanup hitter, Carlos Narvaez. Went down on strikes his first time through. And he takes a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Comes up empty.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Not close with that one. Now 1-2. That one missed. Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup.
The batter, the designated hitter.
2 down,
Romy
bases empty. Next is the
Gonzalez.
designated hitter, Romy Gonzalez. Struck out swinging his first time. And that drops in for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
In the air, center field. Makes the catch, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. And midway in the 4th, the Yankees 4 and the Red Sox nothing. Back in the Bronx, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Anthony Volpe. And a pitch. That's inside. And it's 1-0.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one back there, out of here. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
And now Alex Cora is out of the dugout, and he will make a move for the bullpen. Hunter Dobbins gives way, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break.
Now pitching for
So a
Boston.
young arm coming on now out of the pen,
99.
Luis Guerrero.
Luis
And with the big deficit on
Guerrero.
the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And up next for New York, Austin Wells. First
1-0.
pitch, not close. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is fouled back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's down and away. That one missing inside. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him swinging. Here's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Peraza.
And first offering is fouled off. And there's a ball.
1 strike.
And it is 2-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I'll tell you what, he earned that ball.
Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Ben Rice. 0 for 2 in this one. That one misses. 1-0. Move to first. Peraza dives back in safely. And that's in for a strike. Got him swinging. Nice job behind the plate there.
The right fielder, number 99.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. A strikeout and a walk. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a miss.
1-1.
And a strike in there.
1-2.
Rip to short. That's the inning. The Yanks do get 1 on the solo homer. And the lead is now 5-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the first baseman, Abraham Toro. Rodon back to work. Outside with a breaking ball.
You know, these Red Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And a foul ball.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
The batter, number 10.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Grounded out to short in his first trip. First pitch misses. And another ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Rodon fires. And it's through for a hit. The throw is wild, and it gets away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cedon Rafaela.
First and second, no outs. Rafaela digs in now. Swings and misses. Strike one.
0-1.
First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
That missed by a lot. Going to count 1-2. Now this is in the air down the line. Judge sizing this one up. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Christian Campbell.
Christian Campbell, the next to hit. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. That one a little bit high. Ball one.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Check swing. He held up. 2-1. First and third, one down. On the ground, right side. Takes it to the bag. That's one. To the plate. Save. It's 5-1.
Now batting, left fielder, Jaron Duran.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Jaron Duran getting ready to hit. He's 2 for 2. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Rodon sets and deals. And a foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2.
One and two.
In the dirt. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
Next offering upstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Stays alive.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone, really making him work out there.
And it remains 2-2. Rafael Devers on deck for Boston. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 5 and the Red Sox 1. Back in the Bronx, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. And he pumps it a strike.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And misses inside. Smoked on the ground a second. On to first, and Bellinger is out.
Now batting, first baseman DJ LeMahieu.
Here's DJ LeMahieu. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Everything came together for him. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
One out, runner at second. And the batter now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Inside, just missed.
Well, he went inside a couple of times and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
The 1-2.
2-2.
In the dirt, but kept close. Man at second. Gets a piece and stays alive. And he chases that one. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly
now
up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest
Este.
things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Dominguez stands in now and watches strike 1. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-1.
1 ball. 1
LeMahieu
strike.
at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs.
1-2.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs. Get deeper in the count. You try to climb the ladder.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man on second, 2 down. Here's a rip to short. but he's there for the third out. The Yanks leave one. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Top six, Rafael Devers up to hit.
Baseman, Rafael
Devers in his 8th season, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. On the ground to third. Jazz tosses to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And next for the Red Sox, Rob Refsnyder. Just missed. Off the mark there. And the count is 2-0. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
And that's ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes. But now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox. Narvaez struggling on the road this season. Better results at home. Down the left field line, could be extra bases. Coming home. Play at the plate, and they cut him down.
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in the ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
So man aboard, Romy Gonzalez now at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Runner at second, 2 down. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And a curve is down and in. Movement in the Yankees pen. Fernando Cruz getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Hill, a left-hander, also throwing. That one fouled off. 2-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. This one in the dirt. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 hit is all they get. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Yankees 5 and the Red Sox 1. Bottom of the 6th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0. Ball.
And another ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk.
The catcher,
Everyone gets a walk, Boone.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. And he had a big swing of the bat early on in the ball game.
Yep, a 3-run rocket back in the second. Even though it was early, a big homer like that can be tough to come back from when you're on the other end of that thing. I mean, it's tough. Sets up an uphill battle the rest of the way.
Get another one. And there's a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a foul straight back. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. One at second.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman,
Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. First offering, and it just misses. Wells, the runner at first, with one gone in the inning. Right down to shoot, and the count is 1-1. And there's a foul ball. In the dirt. In there safely. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees.
Hitter, Ben Rice.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. He circles the bases, his 13th home run of the season, and they add a couple more. It's 7-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
2 outs, nobody on. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Two down, nobody on. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Swing and a high fly ball left field, pretty well struck. That one's deep and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 8-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, This is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Luis Guerrero won't go any further tonight, and as he heads off, he'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. New arm out of the bullpen, Garrett Whitlock.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Garrett Whitlock.
Here comes Belly to take his cuts. He's already homered here in this one. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And that drops in for a strike. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1 now. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Pitching for the
Welcome
Yankees.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Fernando Cruz.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And here's the first baseman, Abraham Toro, 1 for 2.
Toro.
Inside, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Next offering is in for a strike. Hangs on to the foul tip. That's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Story, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Cruz, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches. Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Next pitch is outside. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, his stuff is just too good to fail. And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are. Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Rafaela up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at 1 down low. Ripped, but it curls foul. down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground to Jazz. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Yankees 8 and the Red Sox 1. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated. Throws to second. The tag out.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. will hit next. 1 for 3. Gets the call. That's strike 1. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
1 down, base is empty. That's outside. And that is ball 1. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Renan Bernardino, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3. I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon boot. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big...
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Jason Dominguez.
And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. 0 for 3 in this one.
Whoa.
That clips the corner. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
That one misses in the dirt. To third, Devers. The throw to first, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go in order, and it remains an 8-1 game. And we're back. We're at the top of the 8th. So stepping in for Boston, Christian Campbell. Cruz back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Jarren Duran. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
strike three, and that's 2 in a row. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Here's Rafael Devers.
Let's go, Yankees.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Come on, New York.
And the 0-1. There's a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Next offering is in the dirt. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Back now in the Bronx. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. And there's the strike. Cut on and lifted in the air. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now a chance for Austin Wells. Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-0.
Huh. 1-1.
Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's go, Yankees.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Peraza, the next to hit, takes outside. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even at 1. On the ground, out to short. Story sends it over to first, and they got him.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. With the speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
Next to hit, Ben Rice. Ball 1 there. 2 outs. That one missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Volpe on at second with 2 down. Outside. Aaron Judge would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Let's go, New York.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back. And out of here. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a pair. It's 10-1. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here comes Aaron Judge. He's already homered in this game. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, not going to get him. He's in there. Here's the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. First pitch, and he just misses. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
Rolled slowly to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Last chance now coming up for the Red Sox. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Rob Refsnyder.
Rob Refsnyder.
Pulls that one foul. Swing and a ground ball. Volpe on the run, sends it over to first, and very nicely done for the out.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Next to hit, Carlos Narvaez. And that one almost got him.
1 ball, no strike.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. This one pops straight up near the plate. Wells under this one. Brings it in, and there's 2 down.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Gonzalez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next pitch is outside.
2-0.
Just off the inside edge. 2 outs, base is empty. That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Cruz is just 1 strike away. This one smacked out to left center. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take this one in a blowout.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding plays. Great performances all the way around. Just 1 run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.
10-1 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying